All right, what's going on, everybody? The Dirty Rat here, coming to you with a little bit of patch notes for patch 0.3.2. This patch came out yesterday for Gray Zone Warfare, so just making this video so you can kind of get a quick summary of some of the things that were fixed. Starting with notable fixes and improvements. There's a couple of things in this patch that are actually really good. Some I thought they could have probably done better, but a couple of things I'll cover real quick. So the first thing is going to be that the minimum contrast value has now been adjusted. So if you go into your settings, it's now locked on the contrast where you can't drop it past 80. So basically it slides from 80 to 200. But yeah, so they've done that to help combat the people abusing that for PvP. Now I'm sure that's not going to stop some of the competitive Andes that want to think Gray Zone's a competitive game or whatever to adjust their graphics card settings to compensate that. But this definitely, for most users, this will actually help and makes it less abusive, if you will. They also fixed a bug. I didn't know this was a thing, but there was a bug where if you equip just normal body armor and then put a rig on, that it would cause the armor itself to lose its protection value. So they've corrected that. They have also reduced restrictions on selected items. So with handshake, the night vision. Let's see here. The PVS 14 and the PVS 31s have now had an increase in their server stock. And then they have made the other one, the PVS 7s, an unlimited purchase. So there's no stock limit there. They're unlimited. The other two have an increase in stock. Vulture level 3, they've added a modded SVD to Vulture. I don't know if they added anything else to that, but they specifically pointed out the modded SVD. So I don't know what SVD that would be. I would assume it's just going to probably be this one right here, the Dragonov, maybe. I would assume. Could be wrong. If you've seen it, if you have Vulture level 3, let us know down in the comments below, and I can pin your message as well as long as it's an accurate message. But yeah, we can do that so we're all well aware. Gunny level 3, the HB PT ammo for 556. They have now made that unlimited, so it's no longer going to have a stock limit. All those are good changes. Banshee level 1, the Whisper Blackout ammo. Of course, I'm do this, make it really fast and easy to find here. But the Whisper Blackout ammo, they have now made it unlimited for Banshee level 1. The Blackout FMJ ammo, that's now being stocked with Banshee level 1. The Subsonic is now unlimited for the MP7. The FMJ is now being carried as well, it says, which I thought that was already being carried. It just says stocked on the patch notes, so I thought that was already being carried, but maybe it's just meaning they changed it to an unlimited. I don't know there. It just says stock, so it's kind of confusing. But yeah, and there's a couple more ammos. See the Blackout FMJ we listed. Level 3 Banshee, you now have the 4.6 by 30, which is an MP7 ammo action. That's now unlimited.
Raven arriving shortly near your position. ETA 30 seconds.
And then, sorry, my squad mate is currently flying to get a task. Got him on his way back while I'm just hanging out at a cop because I'm being lazy. So the scopes, we're gonna throw some footage in right here that'll show some of the different scopes, but they basically added an illumination, enable and disable for select scopes. And then I'll show you those scopes and try to show which ones you're looking at, while we're messing with them.
Ready
But
up, we're taking off.
that is now a thing too. So having the dark scopes and not being able to see them, it's a solid thing. The flashlight glare that was happening, I'm sure some of you guys remember that, like your ADS and down your scope and there's a big flashlight on, or even if you turn your flashlight on, that glare that was like drowning out the scope. It looks like it has been fixed. I've tested it with people standing behind me and throwing flashlights on, and it's still a clear picture. So I think they've corrected that as well. The effect of fog and raindrops on NVG scopes and kilometers was reduced to increase visibility. conflict zone diameters. Those are the red circles on PvP servers. With two factions engaged, the red circles that pop up, those have been increased to 300 meters now. So basically, that will cover, when you're looking at the map, kind of zooming out here to show you, 300 meters is basically like 3 of these squares, right? So the map is big squares, and then in between you have 100-meter squares, right? So, and then, yeah, so those are the smallest ones. So basically, if there was a conflict zone that popped off right here, right, it would throw a circle around for 300 meters, basically. Um, so yeah, let's see. Quick access menu now correctly displays all available tactical devices. The vomiting is a big one. When you're trying to do surgery and you end up vomiting and then you cannot, you have to restart the cycle. That's been corrected now. It no longer interrupts your healing animation. They have fixed several type of client crashes. They didn't specify what that means, so I guess just, being vague. And then there was a minor VRAM leak that was happening, so they've worked on that a little bit. They're still addressing some of it. That's part of their live stream today. And then they've optimized VRAM as well. So, yeah, that's a quick summary. The biggest thing I wanted to show you all was the scopes. The fact that the flashlight, getting drowned out is, looks like corrected to me. Looking at things in light, it's not drowning out the glass anymore. I haven't tested Tiger Bay yet at the mall at nighttime, but I've also not been on the day during a nighttime cycle in the game, so I'll be able to test that soon. But yeah, as far as I said, like I had a buddy behind me with his flashlight on. I was ADS'd, and it wasn't drowning out my scope. So looks like that's fixed. Could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is. And yeah, so the rest of this video is going to be me showing you the different scopes and how they look whenever you change the illumination on them. That's the biggest thing that I feel like they could have done better. Some of the scopes are still like super small on the reticles, and as far as like the PSO scopes, like, yeah, you could change the illumination, which is something I wanted, but it's like still super small. Maybe I'm just old though. Maybe my eyesight's turned to shit. So, but yeah, all right, guys, check these scopes out. Let us know what you think, and be sure to like the video, share it with a friend. If you have any comments about this update or this patch that they've thrown in here for the 0.3.2, let me know down below in the comments. Oh, one other thing before we look at these scopes, I'm going to put a link down below that takes you to the patch notes section in the Steam website, Steam store, whatever. And you can check out the notes yourself. There's a lot I didn't cover. Like I said, I just wanted a quick summary. So yeah, there's a lot of bugs they fixed. It was a pretty good size patch. So check those out. And yeah, I'll see you next time, guys. Be safe out there. Thanks for watching this Gray Zone Warfare video. If this video has helped you out, please give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, come follow us over on Twitch so you can get more Gray Zone Warfare content. And we'll see you in the jungle.